everyone, welcome back to the channel. This next one is another shoe review. So this is the Asics Novablast 3, but yeah, really good shoe, quite expensive, as all shoes are getting a bit silly now. £130 for this. I managed to get a 10% discount code, so I only paid 117, but still, when you think you're only going to get 400-500 miles out of a shoe, it is quite expensive. So I'll go through some categories and rate this shoe out of 10. New shoes delivered. I'll just open this up. Why is it so hard to get into? Here we have Asics. Nice. My Invincibles are pretty much done now. Nearly done 600 miles in them, so I thought I would get a new pair. So yeah, I went for size 8.5. That's what size I am in Nike. Yeah, they look pretty cool. Must be one of the best looking shoes, I think. I love this sort of pattern on the side. Really comfortable heel. Love this colour. I love blue and I love black, so you know, I had to go for this colourway. So they are the Novablast 3s in the black/island blue. I went for the same size as I get in Nike and Adidas, which is 8.5. Probably have to get some Asics socks. Looks a bit wrong having Nike and Asics together, but just head down this track so it's a bit quieter. They actually feel quite light for a mileage shoe. They do feel quite supported, and I'm chuffed with the heel because if you've seen some of my shoe reviews in the past, I always struggle with my heel. My Achilles digs in and tends to rip away the cushioning on most of my trainers. It didn't actually happen on the Invincibles, but the Hoka Clifton 6s and the Clifton 8s all came away at the heel. These feel good so far, so we'll see. I'll do another review after 400 mile. But obviously this is just the first run I've done in these so far. So far so good. Starting with price, like I say, £130. Probably going to give that maybe like a 6, 7 out of 10. They are a really good shoe, but I feel like £130 for a shoe like this, when you can get different ones for £100 or even older versions, you know, for like 70, 80, it is a lot for a mileage shoe. I mean, judging by the wear and tear on this one already, you're probably only going to get like maybe 400, 500 miles out of this shoe. So cushioning. This shoe's got the FF Blast Plus cushioning in, and it helps create a lighter, more responsive feel underfoot. And to be honest, it actually does. It's quite a light shoe for being a mileage shoe. Trained in like Hoka's before, Hoka Clifton 8s, and they're quite chunky, heavy shoes. But this, you can almost get away with doing some fast-paced sessions in it. You could maybe race in it if you just wanted to have one shoe in your whole collection, and you obviously didn't want to pay the money for carbon fibre shoes. But yeah, I would say cushioning, honestly. With this, I would give it maybe 8.5 out of 10, because it is actually really comfortable. So the fit, the lacing system and upper material, this is actually really comfy. It's almost like a sock that goes around your foot. The new tongue design feels really comfortable. It locks your foot down, and there's these like little perforations in the front that actually keep your feet quite cool as well. Because with it being May, obviously we've had a few hot days in May this year in England, and my foot hasn't sweated as much in them. I feel like when I run in the Alpha Flies, sometimes my feet get really hot, but these are really good at letting the air in there and the sweat out. So I would give the fit on this a good 8.5, 9 out of 10. So going on to grip, the bottom of these, as you can see, there's not much grip on the bottom. They're more for like dry road running. I wouldn't like to wear these when it's really wet. If you're talking about like a race situation, you're not going to want to wear these in the wet. But if you're just doing easy miles, you could probably get away with them. I wouldn't use these on the trails. There's no lugs or anything on the bottom of there. And as you can see, I've done 96 miles in these, and there's already like wear and tear on the front there. You'll get 500, 600 miles out the bottom of them if you really want. But it's not actually the best in the wet. But in the dry, there's no complaints really. It's totally fine. So for that, I give it an 8 out of 10. So colour and looks. I love this colour. I mean, I looked at them all online. There was a nice sort of like crimson red type colour, but with Mob of Harriers being a blue colour, like the vest, I had to go for the blue colourway. But blue's my favourite colour anyway, so I was always going to choose these. But they've got like a dark blue which transitions into a light blue. I think it looks quite cool, with the grey and the black up as well. I think it just looks really good. Asics have stepped their game up, because to be honest, Asics used to be a bit of a boring, like, dad type. You know, you'd see dads walking around the supermarket with a pair of jeans and a pair of these, and it just looked stupid. But honestly, I think they're quite cool. They've definitely upped their game, and they're making trainers look much better these days. Take a break from filming. Look at this. Love my daddy. Racing. I wouldn't personally race in these, but like I say, if you just wanted one shoe that does all, you could probably get away with wearing these for everything. With them being quite light, obviously you're not going to get as much spring and force back through as a carbon shoe, but if you just only wanted to pay for one trainer to do that everything, you could probably get away with these. Like a one-trick pony. So I would say not quite on the level of Vaporflies, Alphaflies, etc. But if you're just looking to get into the sport and you're wanting to buy one pair of trainers, which a lot of people are, give it an 8, just because of the fact that it can do everything. Just Maya crying in the background there. So if I was going to say any criticism about these, I would probably say the heel. The heel here feels a little bit, it does feel a little bit thin, and I've watched a few review videos like Ben is running and the Fod runner. He actually mentioned the back of his came away after about 200 odd mile, so I'm hoping that doesn't happen to mine. But as you can see there, it's actually, I've only done 96 mile and it's holding up alright, but I just hope mine don't get holes in there, because that's the main problem for me. The heel to toe drop in these is 8mm, by the way, and weight 253 grams, 8.9 ounces if you're American. So yeah, quite a light shoe, to be honest. Really light. I've done sessions in these and they're actually quite good. If you want to just buy one pair of trainers to do everything and save some money, so I really wanted to test these out and do some sprints. So I've done a different variation of sprints, starting at like 20 seconds per 100 down to like sub 15, just to see what they felt like. And to be honest, there wasn't much return. You're not going to get what you get in carbon fibre shoes, but with them being that light, you can actually turn over quite quick. You could do sessions in these definitely and run some good times. So that's my review for the Asics Novablast 3s. Good shoe. Overall verdict is probably a strong buy. I'll do another review in maybe 500 miles and see how they're holding up, but 100 miles in, they've been really good. They're really light, really supportive, and they're really comfortable, and they're also very breathable. If you can find a discount code, try and use it. I wouldn't pay full price. £130 a little bit steep, but if you can get a discount code and pay maybe £100 for them, I would say probably get a pair just to try them out. And if you're in that sort of bracket, is like if people who have just started running and they haven't got any gear and you're wanting to get your first pair of trainers, these will probably be absolutely ideal. You can do easy runs, long runs, you can do your park runs on the weekend in these and you'll still run a good time without paying £240 for some carbon fibre shoes. If you're an elite and you're really into the game and you've got a different pair of trainers for tempo runs, sessions, easy runs, etc., you might want to go with a heavier pair with a little bit more support for your easy runs. But yeah, if you want to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.